Welcome back. I'm Nareet Ben. We're back here continuing coverage of 11 days of tension, violence, lives lost, and a lot of diplomatic back and forth over at the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, and maybe some deals happening as we speak this evening.
Right, I'm Khaled Ben David, and let's go back and try to continue our conversation with Mudar Zaharan. He's the Secretary General of the Jordanian Opposition Coalition based there in London. Mr. Zaharan, we were discussing earlier that Jordan may now allow this Israeli security guard back to return to Israel as part of some deal involving the Temple Mount. Do you think that King Abdullah will suffer some domestic political reaction if he allows this to go through?
Well, actually, listen, I have to be honest. I have to admit I was somewhat angered and disappointed by some of the things I've been hearing you talking about for the last 10 minutes or so. First of all, the instigation and the incitement began with the king himself. The king himself on television saying that Israelis kill Palestinians every 5 minutes in Jerusalem. The people who control the Waqf are the king's people themselves, and they're always causing trouble, making problems with our own third holiest site and Jews' first holiest site, turning it into a circus. When will everyone in Israel's media wake up? Can you watch the protests in Jordan? There are no protests. It's fake news. Only 1,000 people went to the streets on Friday, and they were all members of the Jordanian intelligence service. When will you understand that the king is an enemy of Israel, an enemy of Jordanians? What kind of mess? When one of your guests is claiming that as long as King Abdullah stays in power, I have news for you. Jordan's king no longer has power on Jordan. The Jordanian army and the Jordanian intelligence control Jordan. It's despicable.
But Mudar, I'm asking if you do think that he will suffer, it's politically somewhat, from making this deal.
The king pulled this nonsense in order to look like a hero. His people hate him, and he wants to look like a hero, and it's not working. They're still hating him because of the miserable conditions. And by the way, I have something you don't know, your media doesn't know. The king was ashamed tonight because the Americans are demanding that the killer of 3 American soldiers, a Jordanian soldier who killed 3 American soldiers, gets interviewed or interrogated by the FBI. So they told him, how could you ask for a diplomat who defended himself to be interrogated?
Thank you for joining us, Mudar Zaharan of the Jordanian opposition.